Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another Sport This Week video. And in today's video we've got basketball, tennis, cricket, football, UFC, boxing and F1 news. If you are new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do indeed like the video, and let's get straight into it. So starting off this week, we're going to start off with the tennis news. There's a bit of news, but next week will be the main bit of news because Wimbledon started. It started today, but that's this week, and we're talking about last week. But yeah, so tennis news, it was the Mallorca Doubles Open, which Djokovic took part in. Djokovic and Gomez Herrera, who was his teammate, won 2-1 versus Berkic and Kakic. Djokovic and Gomez won 2-1 versus Granollers and Zeballos. Djokovic and Gomez Herrera won 2-0 versus Marach and Kueji. And Djokovic and Gomez Herrera lost via walkover to Bolletti. I don't know how you quite say his name. And Gonzalez, who then won the tournament. But I don't know why it was a walkover. I don't know if it was just the fact that it's Wimbledon and they just want to fly over for that, or I don't know. But it was a walkover and they didn't win. But oh well, they still seemingly did well to get to the final anyway. Moving on to the cricket news though, and it was T20 cricket versus Sri Lanka this week, England versus Sri Lanka, and England started off with a 130 to 127 win with 17 balls remaining. England won again 116 to 111 versus Sri Lanka, and England won for the third time 180 to 91 to win the T20 series 3-0 versus Sri Lanka. So that's showing how good England are at T20, and it's nice to see England doing well again. They've not won for a while, or at least not won in Test and all that for a while. So to win a 3-0 series is good. Moving on to the basketball news now. Not much, but just more playoffs news. It's going to be the playoff final, I believe, next week. So that's something else to talk about next week. Philadelphia lost 103 to 96 versus Atlanta. Clippers lost 104 to 103 versus Phoenix. Clippers won 160 to 92 versus Phoenix. Clippers lost 84 to 80 versus Phoenix. But yeah, that is all the basketball news now. Moving on to the football news, as it's still Euro 2020 going on. Starting off this week, Denmark won 4-1 versus Russia. Belgium won 2-0 versus Finland. Netherlands won 3-0 versus North Macedonia. Austria won 1-0 versus Ukraine. Dennis has signed for Watford. Pandev has announced his retirement. Chile drew 1-1 versus Uruguay. Çalhanoğlu has signed for Inter Milan. Croatia won 3-1 versus Scotland. England won 1-0 versus Czech Republic. Sweden won 3-2 versus Poland. Spain won 5-0 versus Slovakia. France drew 2-2 versus Portugal. Germany drew 2-2 versus Hungary. Brazil won 2-1 versus Colombia. EFL, so Championship and League One, have made a interchangeable fixture list for Derby and Wycombe in case they swap, because Derby are in a lot of financial problems at the moment and might end up swapping and going into League One or maybe going into administration. But they've made it just so it's there if needed. Moving on, Valerian Ismail is the new West Brom manager. That's why I'm wearing this shirt today. We've got a new manager, and hopefully that means good things for us. Andrzej Postecoglou is the new Celtic manager, going from Australia to Celtic. Is a bit of a different one. I mean, definitely the climates are different from Australia to Scotland, but you know, it'll be interesting to see how he does. Alex Cordaz has signed for Inter Milan. Tierney has signed the 5-year contract extension with Arsenal. Denmark won 4-0 versus Wales. Italy won 2-1 versus Austria. Czech Republic won 2-0 versus Netherlands, and Belgium won 1-0 versus Portugal. But that is all the football news. Moving on to the boxing news, where Martinez stopped Cordova in the 6th round to remain WBC World Flyweight Champion, which was expected really. I believe Cordova went into it 12-6 or something like that, so his record wasn't amazing. It was interesting to see how he got a title shot with that record, but you know, at the end of the day, Martinez got the win, and he did quite well. He did very well, to be fair to him, and yeah, got the win. Moving on to UFC though, Garne won on decision versus Volkov, and Bossa KO'd St. Preux in round 2. So 2 good fights there, but no kind of world title fights, and Garne winning which I think was more predicted to happen. He was the main fight of the evening. Moving on to the final sport, which is F1, and it was the Turkey Grand Prix. Oh wait, no, the Turkey Grand Prix got re-added to the F1 calendar. Also, some news: F1 will race in St. Petersburg from 2023. And then it was the. Oh, I don't think I wrote down which Grand Prix it was. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I can't quite remember what Grand Prix it was this week. That's bad. I don't know. Nothing's coming to me. I guess you'll just have to have a look which Grand Prix it was. But there was a Grand Prix, and something happened in said Grand Prix. Bottas had a free-place grid penalty for spinning in the pit lane in practice. Suonda got a free-place grid penalty for blocking Bottas in qualifying. Verstappen was on pole, Hamilton started second, and Norris started third. But at the end of the race, Verstappen won again, Hamilton finished second again, and Bottas finished third after the penalty. But yeah, also Russell was about to get points. He was in 8th position. It was looking good to get points, but he had a dodgy pit stop, and they just decided that there was something wrong with the car, and they just retired the car. So I do feel very, very bad for him, as maybe one day he'll get a point or any points, but at the moment things aren't just going right for him. It's soon though. He's definitely racing better this season. But that is it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you are new around here though and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you did indeed like the video, and thanks for watching.